Well, I had a heart attack. Get the fuck up.
The exact kind of women I would never ever give my time of day.
You're going to argue with the man about paying the bill, but then you want him to open the car door.
And then if you get attacked on the street, you're going to hold his arm and stand behind him, and he's got to risk his life to fucking protect you.
Yeah.
If you don't like what I do, but you watch everything I'm doing, you're still a fan.
What's your final rating on Tate?
I give him a...
I've done it like 5 or 6 times. I am extremely versed in CPR. I do know how to administer CPR. However, I will not administer CPR unless you're a hot female. This is the reality. If you're some fat dude and you just had a heart attack and I don't really know you, you're gonna die. I mean, if you're a really good friend, no, not even if you're a friend. You better, if you're my friend, you just can't be a pussy. Well, I had a heart attack. Get the fuck up. What's wrong with you? Go to hospital later. Have a drink, cigarette, cup of coffee. Get back in the game. Fucking having heart attacks near me, little pussy. So none of my friends would even have those kind of problems because I don't roll with fucking little bitches.
What do you think?
I'm just...
But if you're some dude I don't know and you need CPR and everyone's looking at me, who knows CPR? Well, me. Help him. No. Why? Because I ain't gay.
Again, a lot of his views are
just tongue-in-cheek.
Tongue-in-cheek, and they're exaggerated as satire. But I'm not even going to lie. I would low-key do the same. If there was some fat, overweight guy and I knew I wouldn't like want to touch that motherfucker and be like mouth to mouth. Whereas if it's a woman...
But then you get that privilege and that pride of if you save a life.
Yeah, but...
It must make you feel so much better.
Yeah, I know. But CPR, like mouth to mouth, that's disgusting.
I mean, yeah, but then you do it with... You have them specific covers, don't you?
I don't know.
So if you ever done first aid, you have... But then you're not always going to have one of them to hand.
What about this one?
I absolutely not really love women. I have nothing against women. I believe women are the most precious things on the planet. They create life. They should be protected. They should be provided for. I would never let a woman pay for a bill. I would never let a woman... if someone touched any of my women, I would stand up against 10 men by myself and risk my life to protect her. I believe that women are beautiful creatures. I just don't think that they're as emotionally calm as men in stressful situations. I don't think they can fight like a man can. And for the same reason, I would never drop my children in an all-male nursery. I think that's strange and weird. I would only drop them in an all-female nursery. Women do certain things and men do certain things. And we live in a world now where the whole idea of the roles has been conflated to the fact where if I come along and say women are better with children and men are better at fighting, that I'm somehow fucking sexist when it's clearly true. There's nothing wrong with stating the facts. It's the truth.
I agree with him. I do agree with him on lots of them. I think women naturally are more maternal, have got that, are more emotional, can give that loving, tender care. Like a man being in a nursery when a child of that age needs a lot of care and attention.
It's just weird as well, you wouldn't.
It's not weird. It's
but would you drop your child in an all-female nursery?
I prefer an all-woman.
There you go, done.
But the simple fact is they are more nurturing and more caring and more loving. But
they are the bearers of children, so they are going to naturally be
instincts
more
of
maternal.
what children need.
Of course, and also he also says, the thing is with Tate, he also says a woman's intuition is very good.
He clearly has a lot of respect for women, the way he won't let a woman pay for a bill. If a man touches a woman, he will stand up.
There's genuinely certain women.
And, like, he knows what a woman goes through to have a baby, etc. Like, we create life. Without us, it wouldn't.
No, he says women
exist.
are beautiful creatures.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is. And
I'm not saying like women are no good at certain things. Like,
but they're not as good at certain things as.
But then I think you have to learn that as well. Like,
but it's also, he also says, like, I want a woman to take care of me. You don't call your boys when you're sick. And also, women want to do that. They want to do that for a man they care about. That's just how they naturally act. Whereas when something goes down or you got a problem or shit hits the fan, who do you call? A man.
Yeah.
You don't go, babe, there's boys coming outside. You call your boys. You call your squad. Do you know what I mean? That's just not a woman's job. And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, there isn't.
Because then you don't call your boys when you're sick. And you don't call your boys to take care of your kids. And you don't call your boys to scratch your back and make you food. Without fucking women, we wouldn't fucking even exist.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it doesn't then give you the entitlement to think that women can do whatever they want. There's no repercussions. Women can act like men. You can all do what you want. And a man still has to hold to his duties and do what he has to do. But then a woman doesn't.
I think a lot of women are confused. Like, they want to be all this, they could do what a man does, blah, blah, blah. But then when they go on a date, they want the man to pay for the bill. They want the man to open the car door for them. We go. So it's a bit
hypocritical. And they only prefer double standards when it suits them.
Yeah. And I get that, like, in an argument, a woman is more
emotionally reactive.
Yeah. So a woman will scream and shout and all of that.
And they're less stressful in calm situations.
Whereas a man will just stand there.
Yeah. And they're also less
and then walk away.
Of course. They're also less calm in stressful situations. Yeah. In a fight or when something's going down or a high intensity situation, things need to be panic. You want the women away, women and children away, and you want the men to take care of it. Yeah. I don't think that's fucking bad.
No, I don't think that's wrong. I don't think that's wrong at all.
There you go.
But maybe it's just that, I don't know, but we're completely from two different generations.
It's not even, but there you go. It's from the generations, but you was in a generation where you didn't have this feminism, progressive bullshit.
But then I was also brought up by a single mum, so I see my mum do everything, but I still believe men should be providing for their families and for their kids to make sure their children have all them necessary things.
Yeah, there you go. But that's what I'm saying. People just, I don't know. People are people.
What are your thoughts on men who have pet names for their significant others and matching
If it's
jewelry
too loud,
or
you can
tattoos?
turn down that.
Pet names is pretty normal. I don't think there's anything wrong with pet names. I think that's cute. It's nice. Matching tattoos, it depends on the tattoo. I mean, like, whatever. I don't care. Matching jewelry, I don't think that's a big deal. I think that relationships are a beautiful thing. I think that men and women should be in love. If they want to have pet names and tattoos and stuff, that's a beautiful thing. I'm not against male-female love in any regard. I'm the complete opposite. I think men and women should completely and utterly be in love. I think that a woman has a role to play, as does a man, and they're different roles. Doesn't mean I don't think they don't complement. I think they complement absolutely. I think the biggest problem with the world is not enough men and women are in love for long enough. I'm the most conservative man on the planet. I think that men and women should be married and stick together and stick by each other and protect each other. A man should protect his woman physically, and she should protect him spiritually. I think that's a beautiful thing. I don't think there's anything wrong with that in any regard. The internet is a strange place, and I'll sit here and I'll say I'm out to protect women in a physical situation, or even in a fucking plane crash, I'm out to protect women. Let me drive. Same reason I'd park the car in a tight spot. No big deal. I'm the man. Just let me do it. And everyone's going to sit here and pretend I'm an evil person. It's bullshit. I
don't think it's evil, and I think there's plenty of women who would enjoy being in a relationship where a man is filling traditional gender roles, but there are also plenty of women who view themselves as every bit the equal of a man and don't want that. And those, so
I understand, and those are the exact kind of women I would never ever give my time of day to. Any woman is going to sit there and think it's more important to argue with me about how she is as capable as a man, everything, blah, 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 as opposed to just letting me pay the bill and be pleasant, is not the kind of woman I want to fucking talk to.
Now you've opened it up of how it looks retrospectively, I think I do agree with him a lot of stuff, and I am on the other side of that. If you was to go for a dinner with someone and you're going to argue with the man about paying the bill, but then you want him to open the car door, or you want him to open the door,
and then if you get attacked on the street, you're going to hold his arm and stand behind him, and he's got to risk his life to fucking protect you.
Yeah.
But then you want to be a bitch and don't want to do anything.
Exactly.
It's just dumb.
So I do agree with him on a lot of stuff. Maybe I'm just old school. I don't know.
No, you're a good woman that has a body count of 1, is a good, nice, feminine woman that's had a long marriage, that has 3 beautiful children, and that isn't a fucking hoe out in clubs saying, oh, women are equal and you can go fuck loads of guys and it doesn't make sense and I can do this and da-da-da. You're from a generation that instilled respect and that only accepted respectful people. You wouldn't tolerate a woman that was fucking a hoe in your fucking thing, whereas now it's literally promoted. In your day, I guarantee when you was younger, if there was women on the estate that were just disgusting, slag, slept around, anything, they were berated and ostracised, and you go, that's a slag.
Yeah, of course there was.
There
there
you go.
Was them girls. There
of
was
course.
Them girls.
Whereas now, it's hard to even find a fucking good woman. Now it's, most of them are fucking hoes, sleeping around, casual sex, hoe phase, out in the clubs, talking to loads of guys, hanging out with men all the time, and it's hard to find those fucking good ones.
But it's really weird though, isn't it? Because you get them young girls, oh, I want a rich man, blah, blah, blah. Well, why do you want a rich man? If you can do everything a man can do, why do you want a rich man?
Exactly. You want the best of both worlds, only when it suits you.
Yeah, exactly. It just doesn't make sense. It's just hypocritical.
I remember seeing, again, I'll play the clip or whatever, but there's literally a clip of him on a podcast with like 10 women. And they were literally all talking about, yeah, but we can fight and we don't need men and da-da-da, we're equal and all this.
Why are we not equal?
Why are we not equal? I'll tell you why we're not equal. It doesn't matter if your man had money, a Ferrari, everything, but if you knew for a fact if any dude stepped to him, he'd get sparked, you wouldn't want him. Right, so that's the first thing.
No.
But yeah, you need a man who could fight.
Then a guy came on the door trying to attack the studio, trying to break in. All 3 men stood up, all women ran out to the balcony screaming.
Yeah,
no equality then.
Oh my god, there's a fight.
Oh shit, guys, it's going down.
It's fucking stupid. Again, it's just
they want
ridiculous.
equality in some respects, but not in others.
No. They want equality when it benefits
Suits.
them.
Yeah.
That's it. We'll just watch a bit of this, and then we're done.
I'm very apathetic to all of this. So I'm very apathetic. The fact they're not apathetic to me shows that their lives suck. Because if their lives didn't suck, they wouldn't be obsessed with me. There's someone out there who goes, I fucking hate this Tate guy. This Tate guy's a fucking scammer and a people tracker, and I fucking hate him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend the next 7 hours of my life editing a video about Tate. As if that gets me. And in the video, they'll say, well, I edited it to say he's bad. But I don't watch it. And a percentage of the people who watch it, who have a brain, do a little bit of investigation and realize I'm not bad. So how do I lose? I lose because some dork who I don't want to be friends with said something bad about me. I don't want to know these people. I don't respect them enough for their opinion to hold weight. I don't give a shit. If they were to come up to me in the street and say, I think this of you, I'd say, but you don't matter. You don't matter. So I don't give a fuck. I don't care. So it's truly amazing. There is more
calories, more human hours, more time, whether positive or negative, being dedicated to me than ever before. And my ascent has been accelerated. I will state right now, the smartest thing my haters could do is never mention me again. But they can't fucking help it. I put a video out. The internet is obsessed with Andrew Tate. They can't help it. They hate me so much that they sit there and go, I am so angry at this individual for being the man he is that I have to make another video. And in this video, I'll edit it this way. And this will really get to him. And then he'll get upset and his empire will crumble. What planet are you on? The empire is not going to crumble. I'm not going to care. I'm not going to watch it. More people than ever will join. My ascent will continue. All you are doing is accelerating my endless conquest. It's truly beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. I have one worry. I worry that the people who dislike me get intelligent enough to think making videos about this guy is doing nothing but helping him. But I can rely on the fact that everybody's a fucking moron. Not only are they stupid, they're also extremely emotional. And I have control over them, because when you can emotionally affect somebody, you control them. They can't emotionally affect me. They can't make me happy with a video. They can't make me sad with a video. I'm apathetic. I can emotionally affect them. All I have to do is go on the internet and say something obvious, like women can't drive. Duh, everyone knows it. Everybody says it. It's fucking obvious. And they have a mental breakdown, and they'll do a 12-part video series trying to disprove me while I don't even watch the videos. I just continue with my life, and they will sit there and dedicate their YouTube channels to me for free. No, actually, the statistical Tate. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful world. We can't be stopped because they are emotionally controllable like the putty in my hands. I think Tupac said it. I might be wrong, but I think Tupac said it. No, Nate Diaz said it. If you don't like what I do, but you watch everything I'm doing, you're still a fan. So who owns the internet?
Shit.
Top G.
It's true.
It's got a point.
There you go. So that's a message to Tates.
I might follow him now.
You might follow Tate.
I don't follow him. I will follow him.
What, on Instagram?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Right, there we go. The video's done. Okay, what's your final rating on Tate? Out of 10, what do you think of him? Just in general, what do you think of Tate?
I'd give him a 10.
10?
I'd easily give him a 10, yeah. I think he's just straight to the point, doesn't give a fuck what people say. He's out there just living his life, isn't he? Like, he's got a good life. You can see he's got a good life.
But what do you think of his views on the world, on women?
I think if you see him in a short clip, then of course you're not going to agree with him. But if you see him in the bigger picture, like we've watched some short clips, to me, it like gets my back up. But as a woman, if you look at it in a longer clip and he explains
in context,
in context,
his views towards the world and men and women
and like
their
you've
roles
opened up to some of the ones that we've seen in the short clips and it's made a lot of sense, then yeah, he is right. Well, I'm not always going to agree on everything he says, like the driving situation. He's just straight to the point. I think a lot of people nowadays are just so scared to...
Soft.
Yeah, just be straight to the fucking point. You're always going to upset someone in this world. Like, you only get one chance. So, I mean, he's out there living his life saying what the fuck he wants.
He's also helping millions and millions of men. A lot of his core values and the effect he's having on young men into being better physically, mentally, financially, trying to be better.
But then that's a good thing, because we need more people like that if they're going to help and influence people in a better way.
Yeah, of course. And again, the only people that are going to be genuinely like, fucking hate him. You can dislike him, but there's people that genuinely hate him.
But then that just gives him more airtime.
Exactly, but it's also the people that genuinely hate him are children or misinformed fucking females or little soy boy pieces of shit men.
Or men with no
balls.
Testosterone.
There we go. Because most men and most women of value with good, genuine morals can see the things he's saying and look past the satirism and look past the satire jokes and past the exaggerations and see his message is good and he's trying to make women good women and men strong, good, competent men.
Yeah, I'll have to watch a few more of his things.
If you want to see any other videos relating to Tate, any other specific things, leave it down in the comments below. Subscribe, and yeah, I will see you in the next video. Peace.